It's time to work on the sides of this bag, and we're going to start off with a chain 4 that will count as our first double crochet and as our first chain 1 as well. You can take off the markers now, or as you get to them, you don't need the markers anymore. So now that we've made that first double crochet and chain 1, we're going to double crochet in the back loop only of each of the next 4 stitches. You'll see later as we go to the repeats, there's normally a skip 1 after a chain 1, and right now there isn't, and that's because we do need to be working into a multiple of 5, and there were only 94 single crochet in this round, in the previous round. So that's why we're not skipping this first one. It gets us the right number. So don't think that that is a typo. You really are not supposed to skip a stitch here. So double crochet into the back loop only of the next 4 stitches. Okay, now we're at the repeat section. We are going to chain 1, skip 1, double crochet into the back loop only of the next 4 stitches. So I just chained 1, and now I'm skipping that one, and I'm going to double crochet into the back loop only of the next 4 stitches. The reason we're doing the back loop only is because this is where we change from the bottom to the side, and doing the back loop only kind of helps give it that fold, that 90-degree angle from the bottom to the side. So there was 4, and now we're just going to keep repeating that. Chain 1, skip 1, double crochet in the back loop only of the next 4 stitches. You're going to do that until there's just 4 stitches left, and then we will come back for those last 4 stitches and for starting the next round. Okay, just finished this repeat, and there are 4 stitches left, so I'm going to chain 1, skip 1, and then double crochet in the back loop of each of these last 3 stitches. And then slip stitch into the 3rd chain of this starting chain 4 here. And if you want to double check your count, there are 76 double crochet, but it's also 19 sets of these 4 double crochet. Round 2, we're going to slip stitch into the chain 1 space, and then chain 3, and that will count as our first double crochet, and then double crochet into the next stitch. Now chain 1, skip 1, double crochet into the next stitch, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet into the chain 1 space, and then double crochet into the next stitch. Chain 1, skip 1, double crochet into the next stitch, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet into the chain stitch, into the chain 1, and then double crochet into the next stitch. You're just going to continue in this manner all the way around, and we'll go ahead and do that and then move on to the next round. Okay, here we are at the end of round 2, and now we're just going to slip stitch to the top of the beginning chain 3 to join. Okay, and now we're going to pull that loop a little longer, grab a stitch marker, and put the stitch marker around the loop to hold it. And if you have one of these kind of safety pin type stitch markers, what I'm doing is actually I'm going to fold it back behind my work and pin it down a little bit on the inside just to get it out of my way, okay? Because we're going to use that again. Oops! It helps if you actually pin the safety pin. We're going to use it again, but the next round is in a different color before we use it again. Now, with your scale, your main scale color here, you're going to slip stitch into the top of the last double crochet you made in the previous round. So here is the last double crochet. You see, here's where I joined. Right there. There is the last double crochet that I made in the previous round. So I'm slip stitching to that. Now I'm going to put 4 double crochet and a treble around the beginning chain 3 right here, working down towards the base. All right, so we're going to do that first. I'm going to put 4 double crochet around this chain 3. Do not catch any of your working yarn from the main color that is hiding in the back there. 1, 4, 4, and now a treble crochet, so we yarn over twice. Now we're going to slip stitch into the stitch that we skipped down here, okay? So slip stitch into there. And then make 1 treble crochet and 4 double crochet in this next double crochet, around this next double crochet, okay? Working up. Treble and then 4 doubles. Now slip stitch into the top of the next double crochet. And we're just going to repeat that around to make our row of scales, our round of scales. 4 double crochet around the next double crochet. Treble crochet around that same double crochet. Slip stitch into this skipped stitch 2 rows below instead of just 1. Then a treble and 4 doubles around the next double crochet. And slip stitch into the top of the next double crochet. Okay, so we're going to repeat that all the way around, and we will come back when we get back to the end of the round. Okay, we've gone all the way around here, and now we're just going to slip stitch into the next double crochet. So this slip stitch is in the same space as our first slip stitch was. And now we clip the yarn. Then you can weave in the ends. I recommend weaving in the ends as you're going, just so you don't have a million of them at the end of your project. These stitches aren't going to have a lot of strain on them, so all I do is I kind of go through the bit of the chain here, and then I go down through this one set of stitches here. All right, and I'm doing both of them at the same time. Totally works. And then up through this set. That's all I'm going to do to weave in these ends, because like I said, there's not a lot of strain on these stitches. So nothing's going to be pulling at them. Clip that end, and that is all it takes to weave in those ends. The next 4 rounds are going to be our repeat rounds. Stitch marker off and get the loop back onto our hook, and then you're going to slip stitch into this space in the center of the scale. So just slip stitch into there. Chain 4, which is going to count as our first double crochet and a chain 1. And now we're going to put 2 double crochet into this slip stitch. Two double crochet into that slip stitch, then chain 1, and then a double crochet in the center of the next scale. Chain 1, 2 double crochet into the slip stitch that is in between the scales. Chain 1, and then a double crochet in the center of the next scale. Going to do this all the way around. So let's go ahead and do that and meet back when we get to the end of the round. Okay, we're at the end of this round. I have my 2 double crochet into this last slip stitch, and then I made a chain 1, and now I'm slip stitching into the 3rd chain of this starting chain 4 to join. And then once again, I am going to put this loop on a stitch marker. Go ahead and pin it down here to get it out of my way. And so now what we're going to do is you're just going to continue working in this manner so that you're making scales where they're slip stitched to the double crochet that's by itself, and then the scales go on the sets of 2 double crochet. On this round, the scales are going to be anchored down to the same stitch that the double crochet by itself is on, okay? But then after this round, every single scale is going to be anchored into the space of the scale below it, okay? So that's all you're doing. And there'll be 2 rows of your main scale color, in this case gray, and then 1 row of the next one. So I have gray, gray, red, gray, gray, orange, gray, gray, yellow. All right, whatever color sequence you want to do. So now you have all the videos you probably need to finish off your bag of holding. So go ahead, get that finished. Happy stitching!